Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
It was 1936, February 13th. An elderly man from Anantapur, after hearing the Vedas recited in the hall, stood up and asked, "It is said that non-Brahmins should not hear the recital of the Vedas." Maharshi replied, "Mind your business. Take care of what you came here for. Why do you waste your time in these matters? I heard the recital, you say. What is that I? Without knowing the I, you are using the word. If its significance be known, there will be no doubt. Find the I first, and you may afterwards speak of other matters." Sri Bhagavan continued, "The Smritis say something. They are not appropriate now. I will reform the world, rewrite the Smritis." Saying so, people are cutting capers in the world from time immemorial. Such reformers have come and gone, but the ancient Smritis still stand. Why waste time over such matters? Let each one mind his business. All will be well. February 23rd, 1936. A Maharashtrian lady of middle age who had studied Gnaneshwari, Bhagavata and Vichara Sagara and was practicing concentration between the eyebrows, had felt shivering and fear and did not progress. She required guidance. Maharshi told her not to forget the seer. The sight is fixed between the eyebrows, but the seer is not kept in view. If the seer be always be remembered, it will be all right. February 24th, 1936. In this talk 163, Dr. Henry Hand, an American of about 70, asked, "What is ego?" Maharshi, "Ego being internal and not external to you, it must be clear to yourself." "What is its definition?" asked the devotee. Maharshi replied, "The definition also must proceed from the ego. The ego must define itself." Devotee then asked, "What is soul?" Maharshi replied, "Find the ego, the soul is found." "Are they the same?" asked the devotee. Maharshi replied, "Soul can be without the ego, but the ego cannot be without the soul. They are like bubble and the ocean." Devotee, "That clarifies the matter. What is Atman?" Maharshi, "Atman and soul are the same." Talk number 164. Another American asked about thought forms. Maharshi, "Trace the source of the thoughts. They will disappear." Devotee then asked, "Thoughts materialize." Maharshi, "If there be thoughts, they will materialize. If they disappear, there is nothing to materialize. Moreover, if you are physical, the world is physical, and so on. Find out if you are physical." Devotee, "How shall I be useful to God's world?" Maharshi, "Find out if I is different from the divine part of the world. Not being able to help yourself, yet you are seeking the divine part of it to help you to help the world. The divinity is directing and controlling you. Where do you go in deep sleep? Where from do you come out?" Devotee, "I have been influenced by deeds and thoughts." Maharshi, "Thoughts and deeds are the same." Devotee, "Is there any way of sensing superphysical phenomena, example, guardian angels?" Maharshi, "The state of the object is according to the state of the seer." Devotee, "A group of seers see the same." Maharshi, "Because there is only one seer behind all, and there is diversity of phenomena. Do you perceive diversity in deep sleep?" Devotee, "We see Abraham Lincoln who died long ago." Maharshi, "Is there the object without the seer? The experiences may be real. The objects are only according to the seer." Devotee: an assistant of mine was killed in the war. A photo was taken of another group 9 years after his death. His picture appears in the photo. How is it? Maharshi: possibly thoughts have materialized. Go to the root of it. How? Asked the devotee. Maharshi replied, if the way is external, directions are possible, but it lies within. Seek within. The self is always realized. Something not already realized must be sought of afresh, but the self is within your experience. The devotee then said, yes, I realize myself. Myself, said Maharshi. Are there two, my and self? Devotee: I don't mean that. Maharshi replied, who is it that has or has not realized? Devotee said, there is only one self. Maharshi: the question can arise only if there be two. Abandon the wrong identification of the self with the non-self. Devotee: I mean the higher stage of consciousness. There are no stages, said Maharshi. Then the devotee said, why does not a man get illumination instantaneously? Maharshi: the man is illumination itself. He is illumining. Devotee: is your teaching different from that of the others? Maharshi: the path is one and the realization is only one, but people speak of many methods. As devotee. Maharshi said, depending on their own state of mentality. What is yoga? Asked devotee. Yoga or union is for one who is in viyoga or separation. But there is only one. If you realize the self, there will be no difference. Devotee: is there efficacy in bathing in the Ganga? Maharshi: the Ganga or Ganges is within you. This Ganges does not make you feel cold or shiver. Bathe in it. Devotee: should we read Gita once in a while? Maharshi said, read Gita always. Devotee: may we read the Bible? Maharshi: the Bible and the Gita are essentially the same. Devotee: the Bible teaches that man is born in sin. Maharshi replied, the man is sin. There was no man sense in deep sleep. The body thought brings out the idea of sin. The birth of thought itself is sin. To another question, the master said, everyone sees only the self. The divine forms are only like bubbles in the ocean of reality or like pictures moving on a screen. Devotee: the Bible says that the human soul may be lost. Maharshi: the I thought is the ego and that is lost. The real I is I am that I am.